guys, welcome back to a new video. Today is going to be a testing video, which I am very excited about because it has been a while since I filmed a beauty related video and then also did like a testing video. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been a little bit addicted to TikTok lately, and every single time I end up watching beauty videos, they almost always use something from Rare Beauty. So I decided it was about time that I tried out the brand. So I picked up 3 products. I ordered them on the Sephora website, and if you didn't know, Rare Beauty is founded by Selena Gomez. She looks like an absolute sweetheart, but the reason I first skipped out on this brand in general is because there was a time that a lot of like influencers and celebrities were coming out with their own like makeup lines, and it just got very overwhelming that I just skipped on all of those. But Rare Beauty is one that recently really stood out to me, especially since they released a nude tinted moisturizer recently. I really wanted to try it out. I love like lightweight coverage except for my concealer, but for foundation I like very lightweight and luminous dewy foundations. So I really wanted to try that out, and then I picked up a few other products. So I got the Soft Pinch blush, which is a liquid blush in the shade Joy. And then speaking of the tinted moisturizer, this is what that looks like. And then I also picked up the Lip Souffle in Inspire, which is a matte lip cream. I think this is the one that she wears in the like campaign shoots that they did for the initial launch, and I absolutely loved the shade that she was wearing on her lips, so of course I had to pick it up. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to of course start off with the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. This has SPF 20. I picked mine up in the shade 20W. So this is what the box looks like. It looks very sleek. It has a like matte design, which is really hard to show on camera, but I absolutely love the design on the boxes. And then this is what the tinted moisturizer looks like. So it has a beige cap, and then it has the writing in gold. It is a plastic tube, and it has a little indent right here, which I think is very unique. If you have multiples of these, they will stack nicely together, but I just have one shade. What I love about this line is that it is made to really enhance your natural features, and also the packaging is designed so that you can easily open it, which I absolutely love. So the tinted moisturizer retails for 33 euros, which is, it's not the cheapest ever, but for a brand that is available at Sephora, it is actually relatively inexpensive. So I'm going to read what it says on the website. It says a flexible tinted moisturizer that goes on easy to instantly blur skin with glowy light to medium coverage that stays put, all while hydrating and protecting skin from the sun. It said it glides on smoothly, evens out skin tone with a natural finish, comfortable to wear all day. I am very excited to try it out. It looks like it also has a very good shade range, which is very important. I already primed my skin using my Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid primer from Colourpop, which is one of my favorites. So yeah, I did pick this up on the Sephora website, as I mentioned, so I have not swatched it yet, and I hope this will be my correct shade. So we do have a little dropper like this. That does look like my shade, to be honest. It looks very liquidy, which is what I expected from a tinted moisturizer. I think the shade will be okay. I have a very warm undertone, and this looks quite warm. So what I'm going to do is apply half of my face with a sponge and then half of my face with a brush, as I always do. That way we can see what looks better. I do recommend just rubbing it in with your fingers, but I do have to be honest, I prefer not using my fingers for makeup. So first I'm going to just use my foundation brush, and I'm going to apply it on this side. Today is a very good day to test out a foundation because I have quite a bit of breakouts here, and here. So let's see what it does coverage wise. The shade looks okay. I mean, with a tinted moisturizer, If the shade is a little bit off, it doesn't really matter that much. Blends in pretty nicely. It does have more coverage than I expected it to be. I thought it would be very sheer, but it actually has a beautiful light coverage. Alright, so this is what one layer looks like applied with the brush versus my bare face. So you can definitely see the difference. Also, I am very tired, so I have huge under eye bags right now, but you can definitely see that it really blurred out and evened out my skin tone on this side, especially now that you can compare it. Going to come a little bit closer. Of course, it did not cover my breakouts, but that is to be expected from a tinted moisturizer. I also really love the finish. It has more of a natural finish, I would say, which I really enjoy. It doesn't sit on the skin, doesn't oxidize. It looks pretty good if you ask me. So I'm going to do the other side with my damp sponge and we will see which side I like better. So right off the bat, I do feel like the side with the sponge is more sheer. So I think the sponge is soaking up a lot of the product. Maybe because it is such a liquidy product. So honestly, I don't say this often because I love my beauty blender, but I think I prefer the side where I used a brush. I mean, it is a slight difference, and honestly, I don't think it really matters. I think it works with a brush, a blender, and also probably with your fingertips. I think that would be even the best result, but again, I just don't really like doing that. And as you can see, again, my breakouts are still visible, but I was expecting that. But so far, so good. I have a lot of lines on my forehead, so I'm very curious to see when I finish my makeup if it will settle into those. Usually most foundations do. But aside from that, I do think my skin looks pretty good, considering I have quite a bit of breakouts. I'm just going to try and see if I can build it up just a little bit, especially on those breakouts. I mean, this is not a product that I would typically build up, but I just want to see, for the sake of this video, if it is buildable. Honestly, not going to lie, I really love this. This would be the perfect like tinted moisturizer to use for no makeup days. It really doesn't look like makeup on my skin whatsoever. I also think I did a pretty good job at color matching myself. So what I'm going to do now is apply my concealer and my cream bronzer, and then we'll test out the blush together, which I am very excited about. Alright, so I just applied my concealer and set that using my RMS powder, and then I applied some cream contour. This is the Essence bronzing stick from like a limited edition collection. Alright, so now it is time to move on to blush, which is what I am most excited about. So I picked up a Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush in the shade Joy. Again, beautiful cardboard packaging. And then this is the packaging from the blush itself. So this one is glass. It has a frosted design and gold details. And what I really love is that it is so easy to open thanks to this. So it has a little doe foot applicator like this. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but this is what the applicator looks like. I'm going to give it a quick swatch. Ooh, that looks very intense. From what I've seen, these blushes are extremely pigmented, so a little goes a very long way. So I just think I'm going to apply one dot right here. And then I'm just going to take a Morphe G5 brush and start blending that in. Yeah, that is extremely pigmented, but so beautiful. I mean, look at that. Such a beautiful shade. So I'm just going to go over it with my damp beauty blender to help blend it in even further. That looks so beautiful and healthy and radiant, but again, a little goes a very long way. So I'm going to do the other side, but maybe apply a little bit less. Like this. What I really love about these is that you do have some time to work with them. You don't have to be afraid of it like drying down immediately. It gives you some time to work with it. So beautiful. It does have like a more matte finish. I think they have like cream blushes that have more of a dewy finish, so I definitely want to try those out. But that looks stunning. Wow, I love that. So now I'm just going to take my loose setting powder and I'm just going to set my entire face. I wish I didn't need to do this, but honestly, I know myself and I know my skin and I know I will get too oily otherwise. So I'm just doing a light dust of translucent powder. Again, this is the RMS Unpowder. So far, I'm really impressed with how my skin looks. My natural skin is peeking through perfectly fine, but I do look like balanced out and more even. So far, so good. What I'm going to do now is finish off my entire makeup. I'm going to do my brows, eyes, everything like that. And then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on Rare Beauty. But so far, so good. Alright, I'm back. Makeup is done except for the lips. This is the Lip Soufflé Matte Lip Cream in Inspire. As I mentioned, I think this is what she was wearing in her initial campaign photos from like their first launch, and I remember loving the shade that she was wearing. It's a beautiful red tone shade. This is what the packaging looks like. It has a beige cap and then this has a matte red finish. It feels very luxurious, and then it says the brand in a gold font. I am very excited to try this out. You guys have no idea. Right, so this is what the doe foot applicator looks like. Doesn't really smell like anything, which is good. I think this is also like a very clean makeup brand. I also think all of their products are like vegan. They're definitely cruelty free, which is very important to me. But yeah, let's go ahead and give it a little swatch. That looks so beautiful. It has like a very, I don't know how to explain it, a very like cloud cushiony texture. I don't know. I'm very excited to try it on. Also, it does stain, which is good. That tells me it's going to be very long lasting. I'm afraid it will clash with the eyeshadow look a little bit, but it is what it is. This feels very weird, but in a good way. Alright, this is very weird because this is the coolest and most unique like formula that I have ever tried. I've tried a lot of liquid lipsticks, but this is the most unique and cool formula that I have ever tried. It is truly like a lip souffle. It doesn't dry out my lips. It even feels moisturizing, which is mind-blowing for a matte liquid lipstick. It has a matte finish, but I don't think it will be transfer proof. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Yeah. So it's not transfer proof, so I don't think this will be like as long lasting as your typical like matte liquid lipstick, but at the same time it is beautiful. It doesn't accentuate lines on the lips. I hope it won't bleed. I don't think it will. I'm a huge fan of this, and again, love the color. Luckily, it doesn't clash too much with my eyeshadow look, which I was afraid of, but I love this lip color. I want to try out more. Alright, overall, my final thoughts on the Rare Beauty products that I tried out today is that I absolutely love them. So the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer still looks absolutely stunning on my face. I think it has been over an hour since I initially applied it, and it still looks very beautiful. It did settle into my lines on my forehead, but if I am completely honest, all of my foundations do that. They're just very deep lines. But aside from that, my skin doesn't look oily, which I was afraid of. I'm very happy it doesn't. It didn't settle into any other fine lines. It just looks very beautiful and very natural. Like my natural skin is still peeking through. There is just so far nothing bad I can say about this. The blush, I love it. I think, however, I will prefer the like cream blushes, so I definitely have to pick that up because this has more of a matte finish. I did apply a highlight. This has more of a matte finish, and those other ones are more like dewy. So even though I love this, I think I will prefer the formula of their cream blushes a little bit better, but this one goes a long way. I don't know if I will ever be able to use this up. It's a beautiful color. It blends easily. I'm a very big fan of this one. And then of course, needless to say, this lip product is 10 out of 10. I don't know what my favorite product from today is that I tried out, but I love it all. So those are my thoughts on my first Rare Beauty testing video. It's pretty safe to say that I am going to go on the Sephora website and order me some more products, because so far I am obsessed with Rare Beauty. So yeah, if there is anything you want me to try out from the brand, leave it down below in the comments and I'll definitely make sure to try it out for you guys. But that is going to be it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any video requests for me, leave it down below in the comments. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.